we go. So this video I'm going to be explaining the stabilization factors of both the Hero 7 Black and the Hero 8 Black from GoPro. If those of you that are watching don't know what a stabilizer is, I'm going to be going over the purpose of it, why it's important, why stabilization is such a big factor nowadays, and basically the benefits of it. Previously, a stabilizer, I've got an external one here, would look something like that. 3 motors, you can control it through the actual joystick, you can control it through your phone, or you can whack a GoPro in there, turn it, and the motors just do the work there. So its main purpose is to get rid of any shakiness. It was really good at the time, I really enjoyed using it, but I couldn't attach it to my body anywhere. Now, it looks nice, it is a good piece of kit, but I can't mount it anywhere, and that's what I want as a mountain biker. I want to have smooth footage, that when I watch it back, everything that I ride or go out and do is perfectly smooth. I don't want something like this stuck to my chest with this facing out that way, or like it's just fiddly, and that's not going to go on my helmet anyway. External, it's good, but why carry something like this in a case that size when it's all in a GoPro? Now, you know, obviously if you're filming on something like a DSLR or something along those lines and it's professional videography, then yeah, go for it. But if you're into sports or you're travelling a lot, you want a camera that's going to fit in your pocket nicely and fit in your bag, and you're going to have space for other things like change of clothes, or you know, you've got some other cameras in there, you're out shopping, or you know, it's got your knee pads in, helmet, tools. This is going to be quite clunky and heavy to carry around anyway. Then it's going to take up loads of space in your bag, and then you're just going to have to faff about, and you're going to be carrying a bag around with loads of kit, and then it's potentially a higher theft risk. But if that's all in a camera about that size, it's, to me, it's a no-brainer. If you're into those sort of things that I've just previously explained, you don't have to be relying on something like this. They're big, they're clunky, some of them are quite heavy as well, and they're just a little bit fiddly. So they're not waterproof either, and they're solely reliant on the battery itself. So if you're out and about and you're filming something and then it dies, you're not going to have smooth footage after that. You're just going to be going back to this, unless you're carrying quite a charger, which not many people do. You know, spare GoPro battery you can just chuck in your pocket or your bag, not a problem. As opposed to this, it's quite cumbersome. But I'll go back to explaining the GoPro benefits. You know, if you've got somebody that likes to record on their phone, I have mine on me, and they go like this, and you've just done something really cool, let's say a 360 on your bike or a tuck-no-hander, you get it back and it's just going to be like a recorded headache like this, right? It's just useless footage. Shaky footage is useless. You can do something really cool with watching it back, it's going to be crap. But the biggest thing is loads of people do record on their phone, not a problem, but you can't really strap your phone to your chest, your helmet, and then expect good quality footage with stabilization. Now, when the Hero 7 Black came out, it was groundbreaking technology. It ironed out all those little bumps and niggles, say slight shakes if you're at a pump track or whatever, if you've got it on a chesty mount, if you've got it on in your helmet on your peak, or if you're literally just following your mate doing something cool. At the time, it stood out, it blew minds. It was arguably the best action camera with stabilization built in. Now, that's the Hero 7 Black. And then comparing that to the 8, that's the 8. Obviously there's a few differences in the actual camera itself, but I'm not going to be talking about that today. There's an external housing unit on the 7, the lens is tougher on the 8, blah 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 blah, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to be talking about that, it's just stabilization today. So the 7, if you want stabilized footage, is a standout product, but it's way beyond any other camera that's out there doing the same thing, bar the Hero 8. The only limitations on the 7, which is this one, is the fact that it doesn't go into every single frame rate. It's Hypersmooth 1.0. So if you're on 1080p, Hypersmooth 1.0 looks really good. You can have a wide angle lens or a super wide angle lens. It does look cool. I'm going to put a few videos in of a chesty in my helmet, going over jumps, pump tracks, down some stairs, some spins, some flips and whatnot. But with the Hero 8, which is this one, they've got something called Hypersmooth 2.0. Now, that escalates and grows into every single frame rate. So no matter if you're filming 1080p, 240 frames per second, which is 8 times slow-mo, compared to 4K at 30 frames per second, you're going to have the exact same stability. You can choose that in the settings on the on-screen touch display, or you can do it on your app, which you can with the Hero 7 Black. You've got Hypersmooth 1.0, and then you've got Hypersmooth 2.0, this is on the 8. Then you've got something called Boost. What Boost allows you to do is run alongside a subject, or have it facing yourself, and it will iron out everything. It looks incredible. Shaky footage is dead. If somebody comes back to you and they film something on the 8, it's going to blow your mind. I'm running alongside my mates at the moment filming something, and it just irons everything out. The benefit of that is when you've got it on a chesty, when you've got it in your helmet, you're going over jumps or you're running alongside someone filming, you don't get any of this movement going side to side, going up and down. The shaky footage is just completely dead now. The reason why they've expanded it from the Hero 7 Black is that only went into certain frame rates, which I'll drop later on in the video, probably towards the end, just like a picture of all the different frame rates that there are. The best bit is that now this goes into every single frame rate. I know I keep saying it, but the shaky footage is dead, just completely gone now, which if you're going to get another camera and try and do the same thing, you're not going to get the quality that you would from the 8. Now, Boost mode is another option. The only downside to that is that it does crop your footage by 10%, both width and height wise. Not a problem if you're running alongside someone or you've got it facing towards you and you're running. The only slight, I wouldn't say it's a disadvantage, because you've still got Hypersmooth 2.0 in Super View and wide, but you don't have that boost option. Yes, some people can see it as a downside, because if you've got it on your chest and you want to go down some stairs, or you've got it in your helmet and you want to get the whole field of view, it's obviously going to be cropped by 10%. Now, I've got a comparison video of that, but I'd only really use Boost if you are having it facing towards you, or you're going over really, really rough terrain and it's in your helmet, or on your chest, or you're filming yourself. But with Hypersmooth 2.0, you can just whack it on Super View. So if you're using a chesty on your bike, you get the handlebars, you get most of the frame, you get your arms in it, and you get a load of the background as well, which you've got more area that you're filming, plus the benefit of extreme stabilization. Now, I'm going to drop a few videos in comparison with the Hero 7 Black and the 8, and then I'm going to drop the Hypersmooth comparisons between the Hypersmooth 1 on the 7 Black and the Hypersmooth 2 on the 8 Black. If you've got anything, like any questions or queries about why you would step up from the Hero 7 to the 8, or say if you've got a 4 still and you've got the money you want to invest in a new camera, drop it in the comments, or this is going on LinkedIn as well. Drop a message in those comments. Feel free to reach out to me. I can make another video on that, or message you, not a problem. But hopefully that's cleared a few things up about the differences between stabilization and why it's so important.